number 732-545-9282, or toll free at 1-888-545-9282. Joined live in studio by artist Kloza, who is here, tremendous singer and songwriter. Got a gig coming up this Sunday in New York City. You could go to her Facebook fan page, website.
This Friday.
This Friday? Did I say this Friday? Next Friday? This Friday. Like website below, a website and Facebook?
Yeah, lowkloza.com, facebook.com/lowklozamusic.
Beautiful. I want to ask you about that voice. Lessons, classically trained. Where did you get to learn how to do that?
I've had like a few lessons. I didn't really have any lessons growing up. And then I started to train in New York City with Don Lawrence, he's just this big vocal coach who's worked with any. I mean, you name it, he's worked with them. So I did that for a little bit, and I mean, he helped me a lot. But right now, I don't have any vocal training. I mean, I've only maybe done like all in all maybe a year of vocal training. So maybe I'm just lucky.
Well, I think
it's natural.
Well, you really took it to the oomph degree, because even a lot of young singers that start out with the lessons that kind of get the basics, and then they kind of take it on their own from there.
Yeah, that's basically what I did.
Does it require a lot? You work on your voice a lot? Do you practice a lot?
Just a lot of warm-ups.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that the key, really, to...
Honestly, yeah. When I would go to my teacher, we would just do a half hour, and we would just do exercises the entire time. We wouldn't sing any songs. Wow. Just, like, la la la, over and over again.
Okay. Because I think what a lot of people fail to realize, I mean, you look at a great athlete, he or she would never take the field without warming up. And it's the same thing that goes for a singer like yourself.
It's like a little aerobic warm-up for your voice, vocal cords.
What's the secret, though? Tea and lemon during a performance, before a show?
A lot of water and this tea called throat coat.
Okay.
Throat coat.
It's like, it has licorice root in it, which sounds really disgusting, but I actually think it's great. So.
And it makes a difference, yeah?
Yeah, it really does. It really does help.
Okay. Kloza is here. If you have a question or comment for her, 732-545-9282 or 1-888-545-9282. At what age did you realize that this is what you wanted to do?
I think I've always wanted to sing growing up. I don't remember a time when I didn't want to. When I was little, I would dance around my room to Britney Spears and try to sing, and like I would try to do like The Runs by Christina Aguilera, but I would just be like, it just sound ridiculous. So always, I've always been making a fool out of myself and trying to, pursue this whole thing.
What do you think about when you watch these big, these X Factor and American Idol kind of shows? What kind of goes through your mind when you watch the folks on there? I
mean, I want to be them, really. I mean, some of it, you're like, come on, like, these people, like, aren't great, like, they shouldn't be there. But, I mean, I think it's entertaining. I would kill to be up there, so I like it.
Entertained, thought of it, perhaps, maybe?
Yeah, actually, I've tried out before. It's really hard. It's hard to get in.
Yeah.
You can be great, and they're just like, next.
I think they missed a good one. They missed a good one in you.
They'll be calling you after today.
The way they let you slip through the cracks, that's shame on them, definitely. So, yeah.
Well, thanks.
Because, I mean, here you are, you got music out, you got a show this week in New York City, you're out there doing it,
Yeah, trying very hard.
Okay, all right, well, hey, you know what, you're obviously very good, very passionate about it.
Thank
so,
you,
yes. you put the work into it, and good things are going to happen, so.
I hope so, thank you.
Talk about your experiences this past weekend with Light of Day.
I actually was sick.
Oh, you were?
So I couldn't even make it.
Oh,
it sucked. I was supposed to do a songwriter circle at the Watermark, and I've been so sick with an upper respiratory infection, and I was just hacking up a storm, and I said to Tony, I was like, I sound like a dying cat right now. I can't do this. I mean, it really sucked. Hopefully next year, though. I mean, it's such a beautiful thing, and I really do want to be involved in it, and it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, once you get back to feeling better, you can do some gigs in Jersey, and folks can kind of discover you, and
of course.
Yeah, definitely, good stuff.
Definitely.
All right, it's 2:41 on New Jersey Today on the New Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Hang on in there, going to give you a chance to win the pair of tickets to see Liza Minnelli at the State Theater on May 11th. Your first chance to win tickets is coming up in just about 10 minutes or so. So hang on in there for your chance to win. Also, you probably saw on Friday, I gave you the little clue there about the big football contest that we got going on. We got some more details coming up on that about as well. In fact, on our website, WCTCAM.com, if you want to count down to the start of the contest, which will get underway on Friday afternoon, but we'll have more to talk about that in the days and weeks to come. But it is the Tuesday Tunes at 2. Kloza is here, 732-545-9282. Or 1-888-545-9282. Now, you wrote all the songs on the EP.
Yes.
Talk about the recording process. Was it as tougher than you thought it was going to be? Did it go easier than you thought it was going to be?
Easier. I love recording. And the way that I worked with Michael, I mean, I would write all my songs on my guitar. You know, I'm not, you know, an all-star guitar player, but, you know, I'd write them, I'd bring them in, we'd just lay down a rough track, and then we'd be like, all right, this is what we want to do with it. And we would just go back and forth with ideas. Honestly, it was a piece of cake.
Wow.
For us. Thankfully, you know, I know maybe some people don't have the easiest time. I mean, it took a while because we were picky, but, you know, it was great.
Well, that's good. Picky is good. I think if you're working with a producer, you want a picky producer,
yes.
because then you know that he or she is really giving you,
yeah.
their full attention. So, yeah, so you basically took these raw tracks in and then did the arrangements and the instrumentations kind of like
yeah.
on the fly, collaboratively?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I would be like, oh, Michael, like, you know, it'd be really cool to do, like, you know, this type of sound, or, like, how about we put a synth here, or I really want this to be, like, you know, a big piano part, or a big guitar part, and we did that, and we would just go back and forth. He would throw ideas, and I'd be like, that's perfect. And then we had a guy named Brian come in, and he laid down all the guitar, all the electric guitar and acoustic guitar, and it just became one, and it was great.
It's got to be exciting for you to see these little, you know, foundations of songs that you brought to them.
Oh, yeah.
And then to see what they kind of grow into.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, these great arrangements.
It's insane. I mean, the song Powerless on my CD, it's like an R&B, like, ballad type of track now, and it was like an acoustic folk song when I brought it in. And I mean,
wow.
and I didn't want it to be that, but that's how I wrote it, and it's like, it's crazy. If you heard how I first wrote it to what it is now, you wouldn't think it was the same song.
I guess you see that when you bring a piece like
Oh, yeah.
that into the studio, and a producer will say, hey, let's try it this direction. What do you think about this? Let's try it
Yeah.
in this key or this way. And you just never know where it's going to lead
Yeah,
to, right?
yeah. I mean, sometimes you're like, I don't think that's a good idea, but most of the time it works out.
Were you comfortable telling your producer, hey, I think this is a bad idea? And
Yeah.
he was cool with that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, we're both stubborn people, but we worked through it.
You have to be.
We compromised.
That
Good.
would be interesting to hear that how it started and how
Yeah.
it finished at Powerless.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that's
I mean, I probably have like an old video somewhere of it. I mean, I should just let people see it.
Yeah,
'cause
you
it's
should.
Just me on my guitar, like so sad,
Oh.
running this song.
Do you have anything on YouTube or any videos
I
that
do.
folks can
It's
see? Yeah.
just youtube.com, Kloza is the
Okay.
username, and there's a few cover videos. Recently I covered this song called Lovin's for Fools with my friend who's in a band called Lightning Jar. And before that I did a cover of the song Titanium by David Guetta. It's like a dance song, but I
Okay.
just did it on my guitar and recorded it. And you can download that too for free on SoundCloud.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. 2:44 in New Jersey today on the New Talk Radio WCTC. The Tuesday Tunes at 2 with Kloza. Want to do a second tune for us?
Sure,
What's
yeah.
the next song
I
you're
do.
going to do?
This one is this is on the EP, and this one is kind of a take on how I just have these vivid dreams about people or things, and this one's called Conversations in My Sleep.
Okay. Kloza on the Tuesday Tunes at 2. Take it away.
Shoebox of photographs just fell in a trash. I'll do whatever I can do to erase these feelings from you. You got some brown eyes, but they were full of lies, and everything went crumbling. And now I toss and turn. I've been having conversations in my sleep with you, like how we used to be. And I know it ain't right to miss you, baby. Met a boy downtown today. He made me think I'd be okay. No, he couldn't see all the hurt that you caused me. Myself, a big old I just wanna be alright, but what can I do to erase this ghost of you? And I toss and turn. I've been having conversations
Wow.
I love the words to that.
Great job by both you guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Lo Kloza, our guest here on New Jersey Today on the Tuesday Tunes at 2. Do you hear a lot from people that say, oh, you sound like? Do you get a lot of these as to who you sound like?
I get a lot of Adele.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good
I can
thing.
see that.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I love her.
I hear
She's,
that.
I mean, I'm a huge fan of her, so.
Boy.
Bye, my
You'll
me.
take it.
That's great, yeah. And by the way, Pianos in New York City is in for a real treat when Lo Kloza is performing there this coming Friday night. Lower East Side, nice stripped down show.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I'm
it's
pumped.
perfect. That sounds great.
Upstairs
yeah.
Lounge, 8
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah, be there
Very
because you're going to
nice.
see a great performance there coming up on Friday night with our special in-studio guest, Lo Kloza. We'll come back. We'll spend some more time with her. Again, our phone number, if you want to say hello, 732-545-9282 or 1-888-545-9282. But what we'll do right now is let's do our first giveaway of the week of the pairs of tickets that we have. And we are so thrilled to be able to offer these up to you, as New Jersey Today is celebrating the great Liza Minnelli right in town here, the State Theater, New Brunswick, Saturday night, May 11th, as part of the State Theater's annual gala. If you would like to win a pair of tickets right now to see the legendary Liza Minnelli in concert, and by the way, this is her first performance ever at the State Theater, we're going to take caller number 14 right now, 732-545-9282. Or 1-888-545-9282. But caller number 14 right now, and you are off to see the great Liza Minnelli at the State Theater in New Brunswick. 732-545-9282 or 1-888-545-9282. Call now. Good luck. Caller 14 wins, courtesy of the State Theater in New Jersey Today. We'll come back and wrap up our special hour with Lo Kloza here on the Tuesday Tunes at 2 in New Jersey Today. We'll do that for you coming up next.